Well, this one we all know. This one we all know, right? Shinhee Buam? We all know who that is. That is the Alpha X extraordinaire, Mr. Ragnarok. We'll fix the names in a bit. Top right side, that is a Red Terran player. Fighting for Team Invictus Gaming, it should be. And he is called Coffee. The caster special. Special, yeah, it was really cool seeing special cast. I still have to see it, but it was cool to see that he was casting. If you know what I mean. Just overall, it's always cool to see special. He's a funny guy. He's great to just have in the place overall. Let me change the names here. Coffee. I hope that is how you type it. It says iCoffee now. That is something we'll fix as well. What's the okay, yeah, it is just regular capitalization. Making it easy for us. Special still playing? Yeah, Special should still be playing, so don't worry about that. He is coming in. And then over here we'll do Ragnarok. I know he has, like, where? Oh, God, all those capitalized letters here and there. Just sprinkled out throughout all the pro gamer names. It's ridiculous. Alright, down we go. And there. Okay, it's all set up now. When Zesk? I don't know. Zesk? Zest? Alright, so we did the introductions, right? We've done that part. Just gotta wait now for the next part. For the next part of this game. Looks like a quick 3cc coming out of Coffee here. Coffee is a Chinese player. Player I haven't seen myself all that much of. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of interested in seeing what his recent results are. So he lost to Euthermal, he lost to Percival, he lost to Maxed, and he lost to Cyan. Alright, this should be a pretty doable match for Ragnarok, I would say. Right? We're gonna assume that this match should be pretty solid for him. Just a straight up guess right away, right off the bat. And we see Ragnarok actually starting up the Roach Warren here. Now that's a pretty good one as well. Thought Zest was playing Gumiho. It's very likely that he is. I usually tend to prep things right before the stream. Coffee replaced Special, who forfeited. Ah, okay. Coffee is replacing Special, right? Okay, so that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I thought he was coming up next. My bad. My bad. All right. Guess he got, you know, rich with that GSL casting money and decided that there's no need to play in tournaments anymore. But yeah, Zest is going to be playing Gumiho here afterwards as well. Here for the good games. Nice, nice, nice. With a mine lands on the eggs for the roaches. Not a great target there, but you know what? He does see the roaches now, so that's a big deal. Should be able to start up a bunker or two, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's still making Hellions though. Would like to see him try and produce a siege tank at this moment in time. Oh, okay, goes for the Banshee, and still, you know, kind of complementing it with those Hellions. I suppose it's not too uncommon for those roaches to be accompanied by Zerglings either, right? So having a couple of extra Hellions around wouldn't be the worst thing. Are we just... Is this me? Okay, I'm not. Sometimes I wonder if... Am I just on this one thing here? Who is this? Who is this? It's Inu. Inu, what are you doing, man? There's roaches. Need to get myself a better camera... Korean cameraman. Okay, this is good now. So yeah, the roaches here, not really doing too much. Let's take a look at the damage. He only lost one of them. Wow, okay. He killed 7 Hellions. The drop's not doing all that much. So yeah. Just wondering, by the way, guys, is the in-game volume okay? Does it need to be a little bit louder? Like, I'm looking at the volume bar, and it looks like it might wanna up it a little bit here, but let me know. I could lower myself as well, of course. See what Enki is up to. Oh, Enki is just on Inu as well. Haha. Typical. He might be on me, you know, trying to switch it off now and again. That's a big cancel, actually, that 4th base. Because we already have a 3rd base available for Coffee. That does mean we are in a 3 base situation, although, you know what, Coffee not yet mining off of that 3rd base. Wait, did I just imagine him having a 3rd base? No, okay, he does have, in fact, a 3rd base. It's over here. Ah. Alright. Spire coming up? I like the Spire. Spire play from a Zerg kind of is... I don't know if a lot of people would agree with this, but I'm just going to make the statement and see where we land. So, if you think you're a little bit better than your opponent, right? Wouldn't you want a army composition that is more so based on map awareness and quick movements and stuff like that, right? So, if you're the one that is able to take the initiative anywhere you want, you're the one that has the ability to quickly initiate, pull away, get out of there, you know, really pick and choose your battles. If you know what you're doing, that is a major advantage. If you don't know what you're doing, of course, or if your opponent is just a bit better at knowing what they're doing, then probably that's a quick way to lose all your units, running them into a place where they don't belong. But yeah, if you feel like you're outclassing a little bit, and I feel like that is a great way to play. Here we go. This is, you know what? This is a pretty good start here for Ragnarok. Takes out the siege tanks on the right side. Oh, wait, actually, 2 of them are in the medevacs. Oh, no, 1 of them. Oh, that is a shame. That is a righteous shame. There's a lot of multi-pronged harassment going on here. The Banshees managed to force a cancellation on that hatchery as well. The drone was still around, so that is going to be restarted very quickly. And on the right side, Coffee is still making quite a bit of a hassle for Ragnarok to deal with that. Coffee does decide to kind of back out. Doesn't get a whole lot of damage dealt, but you know, it kind of worked out that he moved away there, I think, because after a little while, if the Zerg is just producing Zerglings and Banelings, right? They should arrive to a point where they are able to beat your army. If the economy is somewhat similar, right? You only have so much time for your timing attack. Unless if you're trading really efficiently throughout that timing attack, it's going to be a tipping point. So, you know what? I think that's actually pretty high level. Seeing Coffee make the decision to move away there instead of continue to push back up, recollect himself, grab all the units back together again, and make sure he doesn't lose a big portion in one big engagement. So now he really does have a big swinging attack right here with a lot of firepower behind it. 113 army supply strong. There is only 3 siege tanks here. So that has me a little bit worried. Mostly consisting out of Marines, and we have a big force of Marines here on the top side as well, and it looks like that is gonna get caught out with its pants down. So that might actually not help out Coffee too much. And now Coffee here, very slowly trying to push himself forwards, but not really managing to do so with the decisiveness that perhaps we need to see in this situation here. Seeing such a big army of Ragnarok on the top side, and now, you know what, those two armies, they are right here, they're both here, and you don't stand a chance anymore. That is a shame. The rest of the army of Coffee comes in, it's like, oh no, wait! You're no longer on the top left side, oh man! Alright, so moves back to his own base. It's starting to look like, you know what, maybe one more horde is able to make it work, but no, that's just too many Mutalisks here. That is going to be a GG momentarily, as Coffee's trying his best, but just will not succeed anymore. GG is called. And, yeah, looking to prove himself here between some matches. Ragnarok not going to make it easy for him, of course. Definitely not going to be easy. But if Coffee does manage to even win a game here, or make himself look alright like he did in that previous game. He didn't just crumble immediately, you know? He made some moves. He had some decisions here and there, you know, moving back that I really liked, and some solid stuff, Just needs to tighten the bolts a little bit, be a bit more decisive, and that sort of stuff. He sort of did. You know, if these guys keep playing, I'm sure Coffee is going to be able to take a map, right? No doubt in my mind. But the question is, how many games will it be before he starts taking a map? Could it be 1, 2, 3? Could it be more than 3? Possibly. But then what if it's a lucky run, right? Just a lucky day. Could be 2. Then after 2 games, that would be a problem. He needs to do it after 1 here. He needs to win now, and he needs to win twice in a row. That is a bit of a hard thing to do, I guess. I would not be able to do it myself. But maybe Coffee can. Circlings with a little bit of a chase. Just having a look around. Good scouts here for that Reaper. Sees a lot of the stuff going on here. Pretty much everything, right? Bunker getting cancelled. Speed just completed. The Hellion on its way to save that Reaper. Oh, the Reaper. Okay. Let's keep it alive. Always nice to have that Reaper around, especially if you're planning to make a couple of Hellions as well. Just combining these 2 groups of units, absolutely amazing stuff. The AoE splash damage together with the Reaper nade, being able to kind of get some more distance here and there between you and the Zerglings. Great combination. Unfortunately, with the 2 queens there, you can't really get that much done. So has to start backing out immediately already. Third base for Ragnarok is going to start being completed pretty soon, as the third base for Mr. Coffee comes up as well. Alright. It's not an insanely quick third base. It is behind the 111. But there's no extra barracks here. Which means it's a little bit less likely that we're going to see a whole lot of marine pressure and pushes anytime soon. But we will be able to catch some harassments, right? That's kind of what Coffee is banking on here. The harassment is hopefully key to keep Ragnarok busy on the other side of the map. The more damage you do, the better it is, of course. But At the same time, this type of Terran harassment is kind of meant to keep the Zerg in his own place as well, right? Not allow the Zerg to be anywhere near your own bases, because as we can see, there's nothing here, right? The door is open, SCVs are open, all of it's open, but because there's just a continuous pressure here, the Zerg struggles to find a real opportunity for him to get away with enough units to make a real dent there. So again, you know what? Cool stuff here from Coffee. Knows what he's doing. Little bit of a poke there. Committing a bit longer than I thought he would, and does get himself a bit stuck behind the lines of the Zerg. Let's see how that traded out overall. Ah, that's a shame. Again, I'm not that upset with how Coffee handled that situation. He just kind of tried to park himself in a good position, right? There weren't banelings around, if I'm not mistaken. Were there any banelings there? I don't think so. So, for him to just be like, okay, I identify there's no banelings, there is the Queens here. We can set up in a corner to try and deny the Zerglings the surface area. And maybe we'll be able to trade surprisingly well, right? That's stuff that we see Bjorn, Maru, and all those players do all the time. But yeah, just barely not really having enough there, unfortunately. And the Queen's just making life difficult as well. Only the one medevac there. Hard to keep that ball of units alive. Okay, here we go. This is the first move out with the siege tank. He's gonna move out with one siege tank right now. Instead of the 2 siege tank push, might be bringing that along later on. Just drive it across. Who knows? Oh. Well, RAGNAROK definitely not expecting this push just quite yet. And, well, he doesn't have banelings yet, but yeah. He may not have needed him. He may not have needed him. This is fun. There we go. Now we're thinking with overlords. No, there's a fight as well going on, but I'm just... Whoa, 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 whoa. 11 SCVs, alright. Alright. Yeah, this is starting to look a little bit bleak for Coffee here. I'm not sure what his best matchup is, but for his sake, I hope it's gonna be TVT or TVP. Because that is probably one of the other matches that he's gonna have to go up to against next. Well, that would be anyway, right? Whether he wins or loses, but hopefully that's gonna work out a bit better for him. Especially TVT, I suppose. It could be a very volatile way against Gumiho. Gumiho hasn't been back for that long yet, right? I mean, stuff could happen there. Oh. You know what? We're just not going to say anything about that. That's just unfortunate. That is just incredibly unfortunate. And there is another drop of lords in the main base. Does get cleaned up by the reinforcement. And yeah, you got to move back. He only has one siege tank now. Alright. Slowly but surely, yeah, RAGNAROK is just gonna gobble him up. He's got his upgrades coming too. He's got the hive tech coming in as well. His army is just big enough to, it looks like, defend all these locations at once while simultaneously attacking the third base. Banelings, they might not take up a lot of supply, but they definitely put your army value cost quite high up there. Even tries to burrow the Ling there. Cute little move. Apparently my neighbors are, I don't know, having a surgery on the wall right now. Not entirely certain. Oh yeah, there is a supply block there. Well, close to for both players actually. 3 overlords on the way for Ragnarok. 3 supply depots for Mr. Coffee. He's Ultralisk. Probably as soon as we have Ultralisk, I mean, it's probably gonna be it. I don't blame Coffee for not trying to get that transition going. He probably feels like I just need to finish him before we really get into the late game here. Try to push him with as strong as force as I can for this exact purpose, but yeah, even now it's already just too much Zerg. Right, and then yeah, I mean, Ultralisk versus Marines and 1 siege tank, it's not gonna be a pretty fight. Like, oh boy. If we even get there, you know? If we even get there. Was for 20 seconds on Coffee? Yeah. I don't know, maybe Coffee a little bit nervous here. I mean, he's a high-ranking Terran player. I'm not sure what his age is.